said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Turning it on. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Kane. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This whole is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He wants to change this route. Under fire. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up at the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Dropping back, it's Reed. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take the deep shot. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. Attack. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Upshaw. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, Like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
To the air, it's Knight. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. Touchdown Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Kane.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They're going back to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Second down coming up. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Reed. Still on his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
With the catch, it's Thompson. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. Third down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the first down.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Durham. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to fire on second down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch on the right side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Upshaw. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's out past the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabs it in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Finds the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And it'll be... like the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here's the pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Using the quick game. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. The hand to the running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking left. Makes the grab.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Almost. And the completion just missed it.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback making checks. The pitch to the left. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
That's caught. It's Kane. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. On the ground. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Going for the big play. Makes a grab deep. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Got a man. It's Kane.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Touchdown, Auburn! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reed. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Anderson. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Durham. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Gonna look downfield again. Rush is on him. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to the ground with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Kane. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll toss it to the left. Hard running there. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy?
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Caught over the middle. It's Harmon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls it in. It's Harmon. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Punch it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, LSU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and just when the doctor ordered you needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide, he runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got his man on the right.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Can't waste any precious seconds as they try to get deeper into field goal range.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll stop him short on third down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just two possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating two-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Bringing the heat. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Now to keep this overtime drive going on third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
1st and 10 for Auburn to start overtime. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To the air, it's Knight. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Going right to work up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. That'll do it! The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting